um, with they call it the glands, the top, the head of the penis. I usually give it the name, the membrane. I always tell my friends, you need to step up your membrane game, son. But so the problem is that when you're circumcised, they cut the foreskin off, and then the membrane, the head, the gland, whatever, is exposed, and it gets used to being outside, and it becomes almost like, I would say, calloused. It gets used to being touched and everything like that. But when you have foreskin, you never expose it, so it's like almost like touching an open wound. I remember as a kid, I would take a shower, even the water hitting it would like, it hurt me. And so one day, well, when I was a kid, I used to notice that all the penises of the kids, in the urinals and stuff like that, were all circumcised. I was the only one that was uncircumcised, so I pretty much felt like an outsider. Um, but before I was with a woman, when I was around 16, I was like, well, I think I remember seeing my dad, and he was uncircumcised, but his foreskin was all the way back, so he looked like he was circumcised. So in my mind, I was like, well, he looks like he's circumcised, but he's not. Well, in my head, I was like, well, I can do the same thing. All it is in my mind, I was thinking, well, when a person's circumcised, the membrane's exposed. It gets calloused. It gets used to being touched. So I figured, well, I'll just pull the skin all the way back and just get used to it little by little. So what you want to do to have your membrane, your gland, to become less sensitive, like if a girl touches it, or I've had guys tell me that they were experiencing pain when they had sex, and so I told them, like, you need to pull your skin back, you need to put in your underwear, you need to let time, maybe do not pull the skin all the way back. So I drew a little art class. So this is admire the art here. This is a penis with foreskin. You notice that it has the top, and it can pull back. This is uncircumcised. This is a circumcised penis, and this is how it looks after you pull it back. And it's really, mine's like this, kind of with the skin, but like even my wife, she thought I was circumcised because I pulled back the skin. And I know you'll be kind of scared to do it first, because I have one of my employees. I'm like, you need to like pull it back. Well, he's kind of scared. It like almost feels unnatural that the skin should go all the way back. Because let's say this is this part of your penis right here. Let's see the bottom part. Um, the your skin, you can pull all the way back, like right here. Like there'll be a little attachment right here. You can pull it all the way back. You can. It's safe. You're fine. But my employee is, he was kind of scared, and it hurt him a lot. I just said, well, just take it little by little, and you don't have to do it overnight. But just pull it back a little bit. Put it in your underwear, wear tight underwear. Walk around with it all day, and then as you go to the bathroom, maybe pull it back a little bit more. And then after you're done, you can fool the best of them. You can fool women thinking that you're circumcised. And I have my stepson, and it was uncircumcised, because Mexicans and minorities typically don't circumcise their kids. But I grew up predominantly in a white neighborhood, and grew up with a lot of white kids, and all of them were circumcised. So before I was with a woman, I wanted to make sure everything was good, and I felt like out of place, so that's why I did it. And I just want to pass this knowledge on to you guys who do have foreskin, that there is a solution, that it doesn't need to be so